Going up against yet another 2-10 team.
Yeah.
In our own stadium.
Dude, we cannot lose to 2 straight 2-10 teams. We cannot. You know what's fucked up? I have a bad feeling we will. And if we do, man, then Mike Tomlin, seriously, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean because
God. The fact that that's even a realistic possibility at the moment is a fucking shame.
Because you tweeted out earlier about the fact that these losses are reoccurring and they still continue to happen. And, you know, every time it does happen, you know, we have the same feeling multiple times.
Right.
With almost every loss. The only difference, you tweeted out, is that we no longer have Matt Canada. Mm-hmm. But we still have that same feeling as compared to when Canada was here. It's still the same feeling. This time around, Canada is no longer here. That's a problem.
That's a massive problem, actually.
That's a real big problem. And this was against a freaking 2-10 team, to which Jaylen Warren stated himself that they may have taken a little bit too lightly. Which doesn't really come to a surprise to me.
Yeah, really. Wow. You've taken every team lightly for how many years now, bro?
Now, that makes me kind of worried about what they think of the Patriots. Because the Patriots are worse than the Cardinals. We know that.
Right.
The Patriots are worse than the Cardinals. So, are the Steelers going to continue to take that team much more lightly? Or are they going to think, they're not really going to do anything?
Yeah.
But then Patriots are going to come close to beating us, to probably even beating us. Is that what's going to happen this Thursday? I hope not. But it's a continued thing. It's a continuance of this team taking lighter teams, lesser competition, very lightly, and then they get smacked in the face. And this one really hurt in our own stadium.
And that's why we call them Tomlin specials, because that's exactly what they are. In fact, this is a tweet from Brooke Pryor. This is the entire interaction, right? The question was, they're the third worst rushing defense in the league. Did you feel like you let an opportunity slip away from you guys? This was Jaylen Warren's answer to that question. I didn't know they were the third worst, but yeah, I guess just taking them lighter than we should have. You should not be taking any competition lightly, whatsoever. But you've been doing that for how many years now, dude? If the players are saying it, Ben, then that tells me that Tomlin and his ability to prepare his team is less than.
It's the same style, year in and year out.
It is. Because how many times, let me ask the chat. This is a genuine question for everyone in the chat, man. How many times have you felt this exact same way after a bad loss? How many times in the past couple years have you felt this feeling? The answer is too many. The answer is too many. We've already felt this feeling 3 times this year.
Yeah.
3 fucking times. And we're always left saying the same fucking thing. We're left with the same feeling, the exact same thoughts about everybody, but especially Mike Tomlin.
Yeah. It happened with the Niners game, the Texans game, the Jags game, and now the freaking
How many
Cardinals game.
times has it happened in the playoffs? How many times has it happened in years past? There's always a common denominator. How many times are we going to keep going through this fucking feeling?
And I find it very baffling that a 17-year head coach continues to fail to prepare his team against a first-year head coach in Jonathan Gannon and the 2-10 Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
I find that very baffling and very poor.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
How can Tomlin not be ashamed at the reoccurrences of that happening?
Yeah.
Of what he's doing? It's poor.
Yeah. So the reason why I ask how many times have you felt this feeling every year, the reason why I ask is because the answer is just simply it's becoming a common theme. It's too apparent. It happens all the fucking time. Multiple times a year, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
This might not be the last time this year we feel this way, where we're left the same feeling and having the exact same thoughts.
No, we're probably going to feel the same way next year and the year after that, and until Tomlin
leaves.
Until Tomlin leaves. That's just the way it is.
And the truth is, man, there is no more Matt Canada excuse, like we stated earlier. We have felt this exact same way for many years, many times under the Matt Canada era, even before that, as a matter of fact. But the difference between all of that and today is there is no Matt Canada to blame. He's gone. How many OC, how many coordinator changes are we going to have and still feel the exact same feeling when the same guy is leading the same squad to the same result?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. There is a common denominator to all this. It's an absolute piss poor performance, dude. There is no preparation. It's the same thing every year in and year out. And I feel like we say that every single year, and it gets worse because it continues to happen. Dude.
And that's the thing. You mentioned the how many OCs are we going to blame, or how many OCs is going to be the excuse for Tomlin?
Well, when does it finally start hitting the top?
That makes me beg the question. Say we lose to New England Thursday. Fingers crossed we don't, but say we do, hypothetically speaking. How many people are going to blame the fact that Kenny wasn't in? How many people are going to blame the fact that Kenny wasn't in on why we lost? Although Kenny hasn't done a damn thing.
I beg.
I can already see the headlines. I can already see it.
Because we were winning great football with Kenny Pickett anyway, right? Because we were scoring points with Kenny Pickett anyway, right? The last time Kenny threw a touchdown pass was November 2nd. That was a month ago. The last time he threw a touchdown before that was October 8th. So no, there is no blaming this and that. There is no more the Canada blame. You can't go with the no, we didn't have Kenny Pickett blame. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. There's a common denominator to every single fucking time we watch this movie. And it's always the director. The movie sucks because it's always the director.
Yeah.
The director sucks. The cast is just different characters. The cast just looks different. Different names. It's just the same director all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's like he's trying to make the same movie with different cast members. And he's just trying to find that one time where he can make the movie right. And he's not.
No.
It gets worse every time, as a matter of fact.
Big time.
So, yeah, dude, that's absolutely shameful, man. And there is no way he can lose 2 straight games against 2-10 teams. If he does, then that's that man. I don't know, dude, because we were all we have the same feeling about losses like we suffered versus the Cardinals for many times and many years now, multiple times, as a matter of fact. But this one just felt different.
No, this one
felt bad.
Really bad.
This one felt worse. This one felt really worse.
This one felt disgusting.